arrived here on time. I've waited all
not you
day,
burst
all
in
night.
all the time.
No kind of bursting in. How can you burst into this place? You can't find anywhere. Oh, we're back. Oh, welcome back.
Hello. I mean, I think you are very touchy and very rude, seriously.
No, not really.
No.
It's just my outward personality.
Which
People expect, funnily enough, audiences, and when I go to clubs, they expect me to be a bit rude to them. If I'm not rude or seemingly rude to people, it's never the same me. They expect me to have a go at them. So I wasn't being rude to you.
God bless you. I didn't really think you were.
May you ever forgive me, right?
Why is it, howsoever, that you have, or seem to have, more energy than the rest of us put together? I mean, you bounce a lot, you run around a lot.
Yes. Well, it's mostly acting and pills. In that order. No, I'm a very... you see, I went to have one of these physical tests that you can go do a clinic now, and in 3 hours they can tell whether you're living or dead. You must have been to one. Anyway, I went there. I went to this place, you see.
Thank you, Mr. Forsyth.
That's the first one, you see.
Right.
But I'm being nice.
I'm going to keep score. Go on.
No. So I went to this place, and, I just wanted a general check-up. I'd had flu about 4 times. About 3 years ago, I'd had flu about 3 or 4 times running, over about 6 months. And I thought, I wondered if there's anything wrong with me. I went there, and it came to the part where they sort of tested your heart, and they put all these little sucker things all over your body, And there I was with all these sucker things over my body and very little else. And the girl who was working the machine said, relax, Mr. Forsyth, you see. So I said, oh, thank you. She said, oh, you can relax, can't you? And by the machinery and the dials and everything, she, straight away, when she told me to relax, I relaxed. And she said, this is a great art if you can do it. I said, well, I can do it. So although I do dash around an awful lot, when I relax, I really do... I mean, now I'm all slumped and it's all lovely, I'm within myself.
Contained?
Yes, exactly.
Absolutely. But does that mean that are you in a sense a health freak? I mean, do you...
No, but I found out from that, what I was really getting to then, but I forgot to say it at the end of the thing, is yes, I'm an idiot. I can go on like that, And I forget what I'm getting to, the point. No, the point of the whole thing is I have the heartbeat of a distance runner, like a marathon runner. Or that kind of an athlete, a swimmer who could swim for miles.
Have you trained for any of this?
No, it's just the thing you're born with, you see.
You're not a big carrot juice freak or anything?
Oh, no, although I'm sort of the... is it Barbara Cartland who has the honey? I never have milk or sugar in my tea unless I'm out in a canteen or something like that. I always have lemon and honey, which I love, actually. I think honey is very good for...
Trim as well.
Yes, I think it's a very good thing for keeping you trim.
Now, let's talk about your mum and dad. They were both, weren't they, in the Salvation Army?
Yes.
But were they active members, or did they stand on street corners and do things?
Yes, my mother used to sing. I was born in Edmonton, and I just found out we have a few people from the Edmonton Latimer School over there.
Which
was my high school, yes. I left when I was 14 because I couldn't stand the pace. But
you couldn't relax.
But my mother, I couldn't relax then, you see. Yeah. But my mother, bless her heart, she used to sing actually in the middle of Edmonton Green there, where all the shops are, and the Salvation Army used to be there every Sunday night. And my mother used to sing. She had a very beautiful soprano voice. I have, actually, but I daren't use it, because after him saying, Larry Grayson and all this, that's all I need. That's all I need. No. But she had a beautiful voice, and my father was a very good brass band musician. He was he played euphonium and cornet, which is a polite way of saying trumpet.
Is it?
Yes.
Cornet.
They're a lovely audience, aren't they? What time's the séance? You see, if you're rude to them, it sort of makes them feel as though they're part... Do you mind if I put my feet
up?
No,
please don't.
Yeah.
Mind you don't get the microphone fast between your legs or your knees.
Oh, is there... Oh, sorry, I didn't see the other one. Oh, that could have been very nasty. Oh, you see, London weekend, you can't trust a soul. Yes.
Were your mum and dad cheerful and optimistic? I mean, you had to be in the Salvation Army. You had to sort of...
I wasn't. I used to go to Sunday school there, but I mean, I wasn't an active member.
No, but were they cheerful and optimistic people? I mean, did some of their optimism rub off onto you?
Oh, yes. I mean, you see, I've always... The only thing I either wanted to be a footballer or on the stage, a dancer. you see. So I used to play football for both my schools. I played for Higher Latimer, and I played for the elementary school. When I went into the RAF, I played for the RAF. And I loved football as a kid, and I used to come back from school with my football boots, and then I'd get my tap shoes and put them in a little case, and I'd go to the local dancing class and have my lesson every Wednesday and Friday.
While you were doing all these beautiful and romantic things, was there a
beautiful and romantic?
No, but was there a balloon above your head saying, "Someday, Bruce, I'm going to be"?
I always had a lot of ambition, and my mother and father, they had probably more ambition than I had for me.
Yeah.
They gave me every encouragement. I was very lucky in that way. I mean, I don't have any hard luck stories of,
No.
you know, sort of coming to London and having no money and sort of having to live in digs.
What
and all
did
that
your
sort of
dad
thing.
do when?
My father was a motor engineer, and after a while he sort of got his own garage. And although I was a bit interested in it, whenever I went down into the garage and tried to sort of muck around with nuts and bolts or go to put some oil on my skates and that sort of thing, he would get me out of it. He said, "No, you're not going to do my filthy job. You're going to have a clean job."
You're abandoning big thing at the moment, temporarily big things like Generation Game, where you have a big backup and a big sort of studio audience and everything, and you're abandoning that for what I would think would be a dangerous area for you, which is a one-man do.
Yes, well,
show.
abandoning for a time being.
I meant
you know, this is a thing I've wanted to do for the last 2 or 3 years, and you wonder in our business whether you can jump into the next area and the next area. And, you know, when I first started in the business, filling a 10-minute spot was an awful lot. And then one week they say, "Can you do 15?" And you say, "Oh, well, do I do another couple of things that could do that?" And then maybe you do a bit longer. Well, if I work a club, I do about an hour and 10 minutes, maybe an hour and 15, depending on the audience, how drunk they are. And then, you know, if I do a second half of a variety bill, I've often done an hour and that sort of thing. But this thing I'm doing is the one chance. We tried it out in Southampton just after Christmas.
There's just you alone?
Yes, just me alone.
And a band?
23-piece orchestra. And although 75% of the evening is comedy, there's a lot of musical things as well. And I found it the most rewarding and most elating thing I think I've ever done.
But were you sure that it would work?
No, not sure. I worked out a running order, the first half and the second half, and I didn't know quite how long it would be. And we had a 15-minute interval. We started at 8 o'clock and we came down at 10:30. I was amazed at the time. I couldn't believe it. Because when I do an act, I make it very quick. I do 3 or 4 minutes of something, then I switch to something else for 3 or 4 minutes, and I swap around all the time. And this can make 2.5 hours seem like 9, or it can make it seem like an hour or half an hour.
And you're whizzing around with this one-man bit?
Yes, Easter I'm going to Scarborough, the 29th and 30th of March. Then I go to Blackpool for one night, and then I go to Ipswich on the 4th of April. I go to Blackpool on the 5th and 6th of April. I go to the New Victoria in London on the 12th of April. And on the 14th of April, I go to Brighton, and I finish up in Birmingham. So it's a nice...
I mean, you hope you finish up in Birmingham.
I hope I finish up in... Well, you know, everybody finally finishes up in Birmingham.
In one state or another.
In one state or another. But I'm looking forward to this because it's a challenge, and it's proved successful, and it's a lovely feeling to go out there and do your own bit. You see, I'm not a joke teller. I don't tell jokes. I rely on things happening around me or people saying things that I rebound off.
Do you feel constrained by this current situation?
Yeah, well, I'm starting to get... I'm not as relaxed as I was when I first came on. Definitely not. I mean, I'm far sooner if we could have walked along the street and something could have happened, and, you know, we could have stopped by a lamppost and...
Well, if we walked on the street and you'd stop by a lamppost and something happened...
No, it's like people say to me, you know, I'm not an after-dinner speaker, because after-dinner speakers are funny from there up. I feel I'm a toe-to-head performer. I like to move and get on with things in that way.
Well, somebody with whom you move... Well, let's try and vary it a bit, shall we? Somebody with whom you move graciously in more ways than 7, and whom we see you with upon Generation Game, is a lady called Anthea Redfern. Now, have you heard of her?
Vaguely.
I wonder if I know something that you don't know about him, which is that according to medical reports, he's gone through all this thing about having things on his chest.
He has? Just a minute.
But according to certain
Hairs
medical
now.
reports, he has and other things, he has an hourglass stomach. Is that true?
Oh.
Yes, actually, that's very true.
Can you tell? He said, give him a rest.
Okay, I'll give him a rest. Well, actually, this goes back about, 3 years, and it was one of our very first dates. And he was sort of like this, and I thought, well...
I hope he wasn't exactly.
Well, not quite like that, but you know what I mean. And then all of a sudden, he got... May I do it?
Yes.
Well, he got up, and he said, excuse me. So I said, yes, and he went... And he did this like 2 or 3 times, and I can't tell you what happened, but whatever happened, he felt a lot better after.
Now, there's a lot of people. Now, this is interesting. Now,
There are not a lot of people go around going...
No,
Yeah,
but I
but-
bet I can relieve a lot of people tonight if I'm given the chance.
There's your
May I
card.
have a camera? Camera 4, right. Now, if you have what you think is indigestion and you get it very badly across the chest, you can have what they call an hourglass stomach, which means you have a cup and spill stomach. And if your cup is enlarged, as mine is, food can stay in that cup and it will not move unless you move it. So if it stays there for too long, you can get what you think is indigestion, but in fact, all you've got is some food lodged there.
In your cup.
So, in your cup. Your cup.
Cup.
Your cup. Oh, I see. So, that is the actual movement. You just bend forward like that, down with the left shoulder like that, up, do that 3 or 4 times. You see, that was what was wrong with me before.
But then again, he has got some other hang-ups, apart from his indigestion.
Number 1.
Oh, here we
Well,
go.
number
Truth
one...
I hate all this.
No, I wouldn't.
No,
Of course I wouldn't.
You
No.
better not.
Yes, Russ.
You mean he's totally unhung up?
Yes,
Ah,
I think so. Yes, I think he's totally unhung up. Really?
You see, the picture of you two at home
Yes.
leaves a lot to conjecture. I mean, are you the loving wife and bring the slippers, or does the dog bring them?
Well, it's a fight between the 3 of us because we have 3 dogs.
Oh, you do?
Yes, we do.
And how could a Yorkie lift a slipper?
Especially his.
I mean, he's only that big. The slipper's bigger than he is.
But it's a peaceful domestic scene. Do you cook?
Of course I cook. I mean, Lindsay DePaul takes, half an hour to write a song. I take half an hour to boil an egg.
And he likes hard-boiled eggs.
Well, by the time they've hard-boiled, they feel rather soft, so it's like a vicious circle.
No, she's a good cook.
Is she?
Very
I don't know
Well-
anybody though. I really don't know anybody who was wooed. Anybody as attractive as you has been wooed by doughnuts. Nuts. You got me very.
Donuts.
Doughnuts.
Well,
He wooed you with a lot of doughnuts, didn't he?
Well, he did. When he met me, I was a little sort of frail thing, and oh no, this is very true.
True.
And
Now you're a big frill.
And now I'm a big frail thing, right? And I had this hang-up. It was donuts, and I just happened to mention that I like donuts, and. Every day before rehearsals, and I mean it's a very, very tight schedule when one's doing a show, as you know, he used to be late, like 5 and 10 minutes. And I used to think, well, if I can be here on time, why can't he? And eventually he used to come in with this great big bag, and I opened the bag, and there were like 6 German donuts, which I'd stuff like mad. And this is very true. That's how he won my love. Yes.
Secret lads, buy her a
Yes,
donut. Give her a
So
donut,
then,
you trouble her.
yes, it's very true. So anybody who wants my love, just buy me a donut.
Where did you actually espy each other?
Well, the first time we met, I'm trying to think. We were both asked.
Very quiet.
Yes, he's being very quiet. He has to be very quiet when I hear. No, the first time we met, we were both asked to judge a beauty competition, and Bruce was on the panel of judges, and I was. And it sort of all came from then. And then the generation game came, and I thought, well, he eventually got hold of me because he said, well, there was a very good girl.
Don't tell him where, for God's sake.
No, I won't tell
Otherwise,
him
the
where.
whole show's over.
He said, I remember meeting a girl at a beauty competition, and she seemed quite good. So her name was Angela or Andrea. So I thought, well, what's a TH amongst friends? So eventually we got together and I got the job on the Generation Game, and it sort of all transpired from there.
Do you row at all about the programme when you get home? Do you talk about the programme when you get home?
We do talk about it, of course. You can't work as closely as we work. It seems as though we don't work that closely together once the show is on. But obviously when you get home, you niggle at each other. You can't not niggle at each other.
May I ask a very personal question?
Well, you hold him while I hit him.
Do you share a dressing room when you're doing that?
No.
We have to here.
Well, yes, here we did.
Yeah, we had to here.
Yes.
It's true.
Yes.
They said, Mr. Forsyth, we've got Macbeth here as well. I said, who's he? You know, I come from the BBC over to here to do a one-off. And what they say, Macbeth is being done.
Well,
Do you
you
mind
know what
sharing
it
a
is?
dressing room with your wife?
He really wanted
Well,
to
as long
share
as we
with
don't ask you to share it. Yes, go
Well,
on.
he really wanted to share with
With
Lindsay.
Lindsay de
No,
Paul.
Lindsay de Paul.
Well, I'm sorry. If you telephoned earlier and said you had dressing room preferences, we would have tried to accommodate you.
No,
Mr.
that's
Forsyth.
right. No, I didn't mean it. I mean, I was just being rude again, but it got
To
enough.
me.
See, why does rudeness so...